But when I address, I'll be addressing to you. But all right, so it's ready. It's on. All right. So buju anangi kwe indigu miskwaga miwi saga iganing dunjaba makwa andudem bema jigama and Liz indigenous cause janganashimon. And so today we'll go through a few different styles of movement and meditation. Each class, I like to start with some grounding, some breath work, meditation. So that'll be like the first part of our class. And then we'll get into the movement. And we'll actually end with some wind down, cool down, and restorative poses, and then always a rest at the end. So yeah, grab some water. I do have some tea, maybe either midway or maybe right before the movement part. I'll share some of my swamp tea. I just have little cups if you guys want to just have some. Yeah, okay. So at any point in time, if you feel the need to just rest or move in a different way than I'm instructing, just listen to your body. The whole class is really a practice of tuning into your body, what you need. Like she was explaining, dropping out of the head sometimes and just into the body. What do you feel? Where do you need some release? Where do you need to pull back? And also, when do you need to rest? When do you need to conserve your energy? Maybe when you want to stay in a pose longer than I'm even instructing. So just listen to your body. So the teaching that I wanted to share to begin with is one of these yamas and niyamas, which are just one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And it reminds me a lot of our values, very similar to our 7 teachings. And the teaching that I wanted to share from this book is the teaching of purifying and cleansing. And the word in Sanskrit that goes with that is saucha. So I'll read just a little piece of it, and then we'll get into, or I'll talk a little bit about it as well. All right, so saucha, to purify. So taking steps to cleanse and purify ourselves will look different for each of us. Cleansing doesn't have to be earth-shattering or weird to begin to work its magic. It might take the form of increased physical exercise or increased water intake, a day of fasting on fruit and juice, or perhaps a day of cleansing out closets. Maybe we will choose to spend a day purifying our tongue so that we speak nothing of harm or untruth for the entire day. Whatever form purifying takes, it always begins with an intention to lighten the load we are carrying. Okay. So I think that sums it up pretty well, but thinking of cleansing not just in the physical form, but in the form of how we speak, what our thoughts are. So that's how we're going to begin. We'll begin grounding, centering to our breath, and then I'll invite you to set your intention. And it could be one of saucha or purifying or cleansing, but it might be something totally different. All right, so just get comfortable in your seat. You can roll your shoulders down and back, rest your hands just wherever is comfortable to you. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale fully. You can slightly tilt the chin down towards the chest. Bring the gaze to the floor in front of you, or close the eyes completely. So at this moment, I invite you to set an intention for our practice today. Perhaps something you can carry on into your evening. When you're ready, you can find some movement, maybe wiggling fingers, perhaps gently rocking the head from side to side. Maybe shrugging the shoulders. Okay. So, something I wanted to share with you also as we begin is a breathing practice that really helps me center to my thoughts, center to my breath, and it adds like the element of some like a vibration in the back of your throat, and it's called ocean breathing or peaceful breathing. And so and the reason it has that name is you might hear something similar to like the sound of water kind of like swooshing, and what that is your breath. It's like your breath making that like vibrational sound in the back of your throat. And so, okay, so we're going to practice it a few times. So peaceful breathing. One of the ways to get started with it, or sorry, ocean breathing, is to bring your hand up to your face as if it was a mirror. Okay, so just kind of imagine that you're just holding a mirror. Okay, and when you take a deep breath in through your nose, exhale through the mouth, and imagine you're fogging up the mirror. Okay. So when you fog up a mirror, you kind of make, for at least for myself, I kind of make a H sound. It's like I'm saying ha. I'm saying ha. Okay. And so that would hopefully, kind of warm the breath up, fog up the mirror. So that's what we're going to do a few times. In through the nose, out through the mouth, fog up the mirror. Okay. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, fog up the mirror. Do it a few more times. In through the nose, out through the mouth, fog up the mirror. Okay. So now that hopefully you felt that vibrational feeling in the back of your throat, we're going to add something to it, and it might feel a little bit strange, but so you're going to breathe in through your nose, and as if you're fogging up the mirror still, but you're going to close the lips. Okay. So maybe start with the mouth open and then close the lips as you start to make that H sound in the back of your throat. Okay. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, you can start with the mouth open and then close the mouth. And you might feel even more pronounced that vibrational feeling in the back of your throat. Okay, you can do this a few times, maybe practice without the hand. And you might close your eyes too. Sometimes it's helpful to just focus on the breath. All right, so in through the nose. And with the mouth closed, make that vibrational H sound with the mouth closed. In through the nose. With the mouth closed, make that vibrational H sound. A few more times. So when you're ready, just making some movement. So maybe you were able to hear, what you might imagine to be like the sound of waves, making that kind of swooshing sound. Bonjour, welcome. Just find a spot anywhere. There's a couple spots, or there's 2 spots in the front. I think there's one over here. All right, so we're just getting started. We're just working on our breath. So you don't miss too much yet. All right, so now that we've done our meditation or our intention, we set our intention for our practice tonight. We worked a little bit on breathing. Now we'll get into the movement. So maybe grab some water if you want before we get started. Are you? More water. Yeah. Yeah. If you're, not used to seated too, just like, yeah, throw your legs out in front, move around a little bit. Okay. All right. So when you are able to get back to just a comfortable seated position, and it's okay to sit with the legs out in front to do this part. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making some hip circles. And as we do so, inviting additional movement into it. Okay. All right. So hands rested wherever works for you. We're going to add in some like spine warm-ups as we do this. Okay. So coming forward, chest forward, shoulders down. As you come forward, and then start to curve over to the side. And then once you make your way to the back, even like extra pronounce the shoulders up towards the ears, scoop the belly, and then over to the side as you press your chest forward, over to the sides. And then when you get to the back again, scoop the belly, shoulders up towards the ears, warming up the spine in this circular motion. Kind of opening the chest and then closing it back up. For those of you that tried the ocean breathing, and you can continue that while you're doing the entire practice today. I drop into my ocean breathing or ujjayi breathing throughout. And then just pause wherever you are, and then reverse your circle. Make your way to a neutral position, sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down and back. All right, we'll drop one hand out to the side. And as you take a breath in, reach up into the sky, deep breath in. And as you exhale, tilting over to the side, keeping the same side, that hip down to the mat, tilting, stretching through the side body. And from here, we're going to add or invite some movement of the shoulder, so you can allow the elbow maybe to lead as you make a circle with the shoulder that's elevated. Just whatever feels natural and feels good to release, inviting movement in. And just tuning into your body. Maybe a movement doesn't feel right, so then taking a break and backing off of it a little bit. All right, reverse that circle as well. And on your next inhale, sweeping the arm up and switching sides, leading with that top arm and then placing it down. Other arm comes up, tilting over to the other side, and then moving into the shoulder. And sometimes you might be propped up on your hands. Some people might be all the way down onto their forearms. So it might look different for everyone. Just find what feels stabilizing. And then reverse. Give yourself opportunity if you'd like to reverse. And on your next inhale, leading with the up arm, up and to our neutral position. Okay. All right. So we'll do one more seated from this position, and then we'll move into another position. So here we're going to twist, and like a door on a hinge, we're going to open one direction and then the other. Okay. So extending the arms out, Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, twist your shoulders over to maybe the left side. You want to mirror me. Arms come down. Exhale fully. From here, I'd like to invite a little bit of movement of the neck. You can. You just gently shaking it no. Or up and down. And on your next inhale, come back to center, arms extended, and then bring the arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Might invite some movement of the neck if that feels good, feels right in this moment. And then gently back to center. All right. So now we're going to move into hands and knees. So if your legs and your feet maybe have had, are starting to get a little bit stiff, you can just extend one out at a time just to get a little movement in the hips. Okay. All right. So toes touch. We're going to sink back into child's pose. So maybe to start out with, we'll bring our wrists directly underneath our shoulders. Our knees start out at underneath the hips. And we're going to touch the toes. And from here, I like to bring my knees wide. And I'll show you why if you want to wait and see how this pose goes. And then sink back, sit back. Arms still extended as much as possible. And again, this might be different for everyone. Sometimes the legs are a little bit tight, so it might be more elevated. Yep. Everybody's body's different. So just sinking back to the extent that feels right for your body, arms extended. And then gently make your way back up. All right. And we can give ourselves a little rest on the hands for just a moment, coming up onto the knees. And luckily we have, good cushion here. Otherwise, it gets kind of intense on the knees. But even so, if your knees need a little extra break or an extra cushion, you can always double roll up the mat. Maybe you're not going to do the knees. Okay. All right. Okay. So can you get on your belly? Yeah. Okay. All right. However you get on your belly. If for you, you might just kind of start on the side and then just roll over. Yeah. I wonder how this mic is going to do on my belly. I'm just going to move it. I'll try to remember to put it back. Okay. So just coming onto the belly. Rest your head one direction. And we're going to bring the arms out to the side to begin with. Okay. Just turn your head. Just allow your body to sink into the mat. And then lift the head and just turn it the other direction, because we usually go to the side that our neck is most comfortable with. So just see what the other side feels like. All right, so we're going to lift the head up, the head and chest. And we're going to slide the elbows underneath our shoulders. So it's like we're propping ourselves up at the elbows, directly underneath the shoulders. Hands and forearms extended in front. Okay. And just allow your gaze to be forward. So this is a little stretch of the spine, the back, but we're supported mostly. Hey. Do you have no mats? Okay. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're definitely good. I just want to make sure that we have the right number. All right, so from here, we're going to move into the hip a little bit. All right, starting with the left side, just kind of kick the left heel or just slide it over to the side and keep your knee bent to begin with. And then start to straighten it so it's about 90-degree angle. And the heel and the foot is flexed. So those are two important things. 90-degree angle at the knee and the foot is flexed. Okay. Now this might start to feel intense in the lower back or somewhere else. It might feel intense. And one way to alleviate or relieve some of that intensity is to allow your upper body to come down. And while we're in this pose, see if you can focus on a muscle group, most likely the glutes or maybe the lower back or somewhere in here. And with each breath, breathing in, and then on the exhale, see if you can release some of the tension that you didn't even realize you were still holding on to. So maybe start that practice in the lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, release tension that you might be holding on to in the lower back. We'll move into the glute, the left glute. Breathe in. Exhale, release tension. Down to the thigh on the left side. Breathe in. Exhale, release tension. And when you're ready, straighten that leg. Come back into, this is called Sphinx pose, where our forearms are extended, our elbows are directly underneath our shoulders. So a neutral pose in the middle. And then we'll move to the right side. So right knee comes out, 90-degree angle. Right foot is flexed. Same thing on this side. Might be too intense here, but perhaps that intensity is manageable and you can just breathe through it. But know that you can always come down. We'll do the same thing on this side, focusing on each section. The lower back, breathe in. Exhale, release. Down to the glute on that side. Inhale. Exhale. See if there's a little tension you can release at the glute. Then down to the thigh. Inhale. And release. Then straighten that leg. Come back into Sphinx pose, neutral pose in the middle. Okay. So this time we're going to come all the way down. And it actually doesn't matter which direction your head goes. Just let it go wherever's natural. And then arms are going to come out to a T. Okay. It's like we're hugging the floor. Giving the floor a big hug. Okay, so this next one can be kind of intense also. So I would actually maybe come back to Sphinx pose or just, come up to where you can just see me. Okay. So just watch what I do first. Okay. My arms are out at a T. And I'm going to roll onto my right side. So I'm going to bring my left hand, prop it up on the inside or right near my left cheek. I'm going to start to push myself over, lift my left leg, push myself over onto my right side. So this is a really good but kind of intense stretch on the right shoulder. Okay. Okay, I'll show you on this side. Okay, so you can see it. Where'd your arm go? Okay. All right, we'll do the left side first and then just mirror. Okay, so left side, left arm stays right there. Now bring the right arm, bend it on the inside or to the right cheek. Start to press yourself over onto your left side. Lift your right leg. Okay. And it doesn't have to go that far. You could probably, just go like this. You can just go just a little bit. You don't have to roll all the way. Okay. Yeah. Just go a little bit. But it might feel good. So go to wherever works for you. Take maybe 2 or 3 breaths there. And then come back to neutral position in the middle. And then we'll try the other side. Roll over onto the other side using your and back to center. Just allow the arms to come close to your body, on the sides of your body, and maybe turn your head in the other direction, just trying to even it out. Okay, so when you're ready, lift your head, lift your shoulders. I'm just gonna put my mic back on. All right, lift your head and shoulders. Bring your elbows tucked to the sides of your body, palms directly underneath your shoulders. Okay, your head and your shoulders are lifted in front. You're looking forward. And this time we're going to press ourselves up. So press up. And then start to move back onto the knees. There you go. All the way up. All right, how you guys feeling? Okay? Anybody need a water break? Does everybody have water if you need it? Yeah, you need just a break. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem. So sometimes, yeah, when I'm doing a certain pose, yeah, it's different for me. All right, so now we're gonna, let's see, we are going to come into you won't want to do this one on your hands and knees, but you can do it seated. So this is going to be, for those of us, I'll show you the 2 different poses for anyone else that wants to stay seated. So this is the pose on hands and knees, and it's just moving the spine, kind of like curving it down and up. Okay. From seated, you're just doing this. Okay. All right. So either one, if you're on hands and knees, your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, your back is flat. So from seated, so all of us, we're going to take a breath in, drop the belly or push the chest forward, look forward. And then as you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, belly, chest forward, or drop the belly, chest forward. Exhale, chin to chest. So I want you to remember what this feels like, because I'm going to cue you to do this in other positions too. So inhale, kind of open Open to the front. Exhale, close. Move with your breath. And make your way onto, see, we're going to make our way up to standing. Okay. So for this flow, coming down onto your knees is going to happen. So you might just do the forward folds. Okay. All right. All right. So from, I'm not sure exactly how the camera's going to be, but it's going to be a whole lot easier for you guys to see if I'm this direction. I think it's going to be okay. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right. So in our starting out pose, facing forward, feet are directly underneath our hips. Roll the shoulders down and back. Palms forward. A little bend in the knees just so you feel stable. Okay. So just kind of feel stable in your base. And then allow the face to be just forward and see what it feels like to just close the eyes. Now, for some, that might be too much. Just see if you can, maybe open them back up. Just feel stable in your base. This is our mountain pose, stable at the base, tall peak at the very crown of our head. All right, we're going to move into the next pose. It's going to be a forward fold. So inhale, let the arms come up. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. And allow the upper body to just hang. Knees are nice and bent. Okay. So you might kind of rest your belly on your thighs. Just allow the arms to hang. Allow the head to just be heavy. What that does with the spine is it allows it to elongate and kind of make space in between the vertebrae. And just allow the hands to hang here and slowly make your way up. And the very last thing to come up is your head. Okay. We're going to do that again. All right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinging at the waist, coming forward. Knees are a little bit bent. And we can try a different arm placement. See what it feels like to grasp opposite elbow. And still allow that heaviness in the arms, the head. Just letting gravity gently elongate the spine, create some space there. And then before we make our way up, allow the hands to just hang and then make your way up. All right. Okay. So this next one, we're going to add some movement down to the mat onto our knees. Okay. So I think I'm not sure if the video is going to cut my head off. All right. So feet are planted, roll the shoulders down and back. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. And from the fold, make sure your knees are nice and bent. Okay. So then we plant the hands down onto the mat. And this is where you don't want to come down onto your knees. You'll just make your way up. But everybody else, take a step back, come down onto your knees. Make your way back down to the mat. So we've been in this one before. Tabletop. Okay. And then sink the hips down. This is like a modified push-up, right? Just pretend like you're about to do a push-up, but we're not going to push up. We're just lowering down. Just lower down onto our belly again. And once you're on your belly, you're going to push up. Bend at the waist, shift your hips back. Now this is the tricky one. We're going to engage the toes. So engaging the toes behind us like this. So engage the toes. Lift the knees. And then shift your hips back, shift your head in between the arms. Knees are still nice and bent. Okay. And then one at a time, I'm just going to show you what it looks like so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to lower one heel, bend the opposite knee. So you're coming into the calf. A little calf stretch on each side. And then start to tiptoe the feet back up towards the hands just a little bit. Knees are really bent here. And then walk the hands back towards the feet. And we're back in our forward fold. And then make your way up nice and slow. All right. So that was a full sun salutation. We're going to do that one more time. But yeah, grab some water. Need some water. Then after we do this, we'll be standing for the rest. We won't get down to our knees again. But this will be our last down to our knees. And then but then after that, we'll just do some standing poses. Oh, I got out of the shot of the camera. Okay, let's roll the shoulders down and back. Knees are a little bit bent. Feet are underneath our hips. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Knees are nice and bent, and you might even like widen the feet just a little bit to and then bring your hands down to the mat. Walk your knees underneath you, for those of us that are doing that part. Sink your hips into that modified plank. Lower down like you're doing a modified push-up, but we're just going down. And press yourself up. Bending at the waist, shifting your hips back. And again, you engage the toes like this. Engage the toes. Lift the knees. Start to shift your head in between the arms. Knees are nice and bent. You can pedal out the feet again, so that's lowering one heel, the other knee bends. Tiptoe the feet up towards the hands. Hands back towards the feet. Forward fold. And make your way up. Nice, got the blood flowing, huh? Okay, all right, so now we're gonna stay standing for a while. I think I can go back this direction. Okay. All right, so to the top of your mat, you guys might, yeah, so we wanna get kind of close to the very front of your mat. Okay, roll the shoulders down and back. Okay, so take a tiny little step forward with the right foot, but just so it's still on the mat. Yeah, so for those of you, you might have been farther up on your mat than I was. And then take a step back, maybe bring your hands to your hips and step back with your left foot out to the side. Okay. All right, so keep your hands at your hips. That's a good place to feel stable. And then if you feel like you can go a little bit wider but still feel stable, you can kind of just inch that maybe back foot just a little bit more to the back. It's still angled out to the side. Keep your hands at your hips. Front toe is pointed to the front. Now bend your front knee just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to release the arms, right arm to the front, left arm to the back. So we're opening our shoulders. Now we already did that nice shoulder stretch, so you might feel it here. This is our warrior 2. And then we'll tilt into peaceful. So peaceful warrior, our back arm tilts back towards our back leg. You can rest it there. Front arm comes up towards the sky. Okay. And if you would like to, you can follow with your gaze. If that feels like you can get there. And then tilting back into our warrior 2. Arms parallel to the ground, palms facing down. And now we're going to tilt forward, and our front arm is going to rest on our front thigh. Our back arm stays open, so our shoulder is nice and open, and it goes up into the sky. Now, here's where you can try and just see if you can turn your head left just a little bit, maybe making it up towards the sky where you see your hand. But that's okay. You can bring it back down to the ground. You can bring it back down, and you can always come out of it. Okay. Now, with that top arm, if you're still here, bend at the elbow and rest it, kind of slide it behind you. Rest it either on the, right in the middle, the small of your back, but see if you can kind of rest it towards the right side. All right, make your way back up. You can give that front leg a little rest by just straightening it a little bit. Arms back out to each side. Now with that front toe, angle it out to the right. Or what is that? That's your left. Angle it to your left. Okay, so we're all pointed that direction. Okay, I'm just gonna follow with you guys. All right, so right here, hands to your hips. Okay, so bending at the waist. Actually, before we do that, let's grab our blocks. So you can take a step out of your pose, grab your blocks. Okay, just have it like in front of you. All right, hands to your hips. Toes are, everybody's pointed to the left wall. It's the left wall, okay. All right, bending at the waist. Grab your blocks. Maybe come forward a little bit so your back is flat. Okay. All right, so back is flat. Walk your blocks forward just 1 or 2 more inches. So we started out with our wrists underneath our shoulders. Now we're gonna kind of angle our arms forward, okay? And from here, we're coming into that down dog pose, but from a wide leg stance. So allow your head to fall and kind of let it go in between. Now, if that's too high up for you, you can come down on the sides and let your head go in between your arms. Make your way back up. Slide those blocks so your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, flat back. One hand at a time, come to your hip, and then the other hand, and rise up. Okay. So now we're going to do the other side. So bring your left foot forward. We can start out with our hands at our hips. Left foot forward. Bending at the waist, start to slide the right foot back, angled out to the side. Okay. So left foot is forward, pointed forward. Right foot is pointed to the right. Bend that front knee. Okay. And then release the arms out to the side. Palms facing down. Front knee is bent. Arms are open. Start warrior two on this side. Back arm tilts back. Front arm comes up into our peaceful. Back to warrior two. Arms parallel to the ground, palms facing down. Tilting at the waist, resting that front elbow or on that front thigh. Back arm up into the sky. And you can start to turn your head to the right just a little bit. See if you feel stable. And you can turn it back down to the ground. And then guiding with that top arm, lead your body up. And this time, I'm going to change position so you can, actually, I'll be all right. Turn your front toe to the right. Arms are out to the side. Yep. Our blocks are behind us, though. Hold on. Grab your blocks if you need them. Okay. You can set them there, right in front of you. Hands to your hips. Okay. Bending at the waist. Find those blocks. Maybe on the sides, maybe raised up. Hands are first underneath our shoulders. I'm just going to turn this way. I'm sure that's a money shot on the video. I'm gonna go this way. Okay. Hands are forward just a little bit. So just come forward so your hands are no longer directly underneath your shoulders. They're forward a little bit. And then allow the head to sink in between the arms. Allowing the back to elongate at the shoulder blades a little bit. And then move those hands back underneath the shoulders. Back is flat. And then one hand to your hip and the other, and rise up. All right. So kind of heel toe. Yeah, bring your feet back underneath you. All right, grab some water. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do a few more standing poses, and we're going to work on balance, and then we'll make our way back down to the mat. Okay. So this time, we're going to bring the feet together when you're ready. Okay. So that's going to feel a little bit different than feet underneath our shoulder, or under, well, they are under our shoulders, but underneath our hips. Okay. So feet together, it's going to feel a little bit different. Yep, hands to your hips. Okay. Now lift your, see if you're going to mirror me, lift your left heel up, come up onto your left toe. Okay. And this might be your balance pose. And you know, this is balance. This is work on your balance. All right. So the next step from here, if you want to take the next step, lift the knee and flex that foot. Seems to work pretty good. And that might be your balance. Okay. Yep. Sometimes it is helpful to hold on to the knee. Sometimes not. Okay. And then we're going to come back, toe down to the ground, and then open the knee out to the side. And then knee back forward. And planted, shake it out. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. So hands back to your hips, lift the right heel up, come onto the right toe. You can try again, lifting, flexing that foot seems to help. And then toe back down to the mat, open the right knee up. And then back to center. Shake it out. Okay. So we're gonna make our way to the back of our mat. Feet together still. Roll the shoulders down and back, palms forward. Okay. So from here, we're going to bring the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, release the index so you're pointing up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, take a step forward. So we just balance. So we're balancing for just a moment as we take that step forward, shifting our weight to our right foot, lift the back heel. And so we're making a straight line from our left toe, which is on the mat, up to our fingertips. Okay. Now, balancing on the right foot, we might lean forward, lift that back toe, just keep that straight line. And if you feel stable, you can come a little bit farther. Maybe a little bit farther. Maybe you just stay where you're at. Just keep working on your balance on your right foot. And slowly come back up. Touch down with that left toe. Take a step with the left foot, come forward. Back on the up on the right heel. Same thing on the left side. Straight line from your right toe up to your fingertips. It's like we're stretching our body in two different directions. And slowly touch down and release. All right. All right, so one more. Yeah. One more standing pose. All right, feet together. Roll the shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale down. So we're going to, I'm just going to show you from this direction so you can see exactly, what I'm doing here. So right arm underneath, left arm cross. Okay. Crossing, making an X with our arms. So we made an X with our arms. Straight forward, bend at the elbows, bring the hands towards the face. Okay. Angle the hands out to the side, but keep the wrists straight. And we're going to hook our hands on each other and try to pull them apart. So when we do that, we create tension, pressure in our wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Keep pulling them apart. So from here, feet are together. We're going to sit down like we're sitting down into an imaginary chair. We're still creating pressure in the upper body. And now start to push the knees together or cross right leg over the left. And we might just be right here. That's okay too. Push the knees together if you're right there. But if you think you can cross and then pull the legs apart, create pressure that way. Pressure in the upper body, pressure in the lower body. Keep pulling the legs apart or together, hands apart, and release. Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like afterwards. You're like, ooh. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, arms up and down, left arm on the bottom, right arm on the top, bend at the elbow, kind of angle the hands, hook them. Okay, sit down, imaginary chair, push the knees together, pull the hands apart, or cross left leg over the right and create pressure by pulling them apart. So pull the hands apart, pull the legs apart, create that pressure, and it builds up, really builds up. And release. And the relief. Feel the relief of the release. All right, so I think you guys want some swamp tea like mid class? Yeah. Okay. Good idea. Take a little break. Okay. If you want some swamp tea, or if you already have a cup, some of you might already have a cup, but yeah. I think I do. Yeah, unless, yeah, because I had them from earlier. And it's cold. Yeah. It's got a little bit of maple syrup in it. You're welcome to drink as much of it. You know, you don't have to drink it if you don't. Just something to try. Yep. There you go. You like some? Okay.
I'll take the water bottle.
The water bottle, just take it. I know. So I ran out of water up there, and I'm like, I need some tea. That's exactly what I thought. Swamp tea, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah. Mhm. There you go. Which one? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Which pose was it? Or you don't do it again, but just describe it. Oh, like this. Okay. And you brought your head in between, like that. Yeah, the back. Okay. Yeah. I got you a cup there if you like. Yeah. It's still warm. I made it this morning, and it's been sitting in my car. That's amazing. Yeah. Mhm. All right. So the rest of the poses we'll do will be restorative and just like stretching pretty much. So yeah, so just take your time if you guys need a break.
Or no, that's not like the first. It's the main goal. Yeah, my love. What are you up to? That's right. My tongue will be all. I'll be barely talking.
I know I'm just like learning the angles with the screen. I'm like, okay, wait, I don't know about that one. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, twice. How old is Denali?
We just turned 23.
No.
Yeah. And then Shantae's gonna be 32.
No way.
And my baby's 18.
Wow.
All my
How's Jen? Jen?
I haven't even yeah, the last time I seen her was probably at dating. No, in 2020. But yeah, she was
She said.
she lives in the city and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom's in touch with her. I don't even
Okay. Do you need a strap? There's a strap right there if you need one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she know this heat?
Yeah. I don't know. She's
All right. So,
sometimes she yeah, sometimes
oh, you guys are fine. So the next stretch we're gonna do is using these straps. So just make sure the buckle's not gonna be like, banging you, on the side here. So just lift it up overhead, hold on to it at the thumbs, and just open the shoulders to a comfortable level, okay? And see if you can do it in front of you. If you feel like, I'm trying to see if, okay, lifting, okay, maybe keeping it narrow and lifting it up overhead. Okay, we'll start off narrow overhead, and then maybe just inch it just a little bit open. Just see if that is comfortable, just a little bit. Okay, now from here, we're gonna just tilt the arms over to the right. Okay, so keeping it taut here, tilt the arms over to the right, just the arms, and then forward or up above, and then over to the left, up above, and see if you can open just a little bit more. Take a deep breath in and release. Okay, right foot forward. We'll start off just on the right side. Bring that strap over to the right foot, holding on. Left foot is tucked into the inner part of your right thigh. And just hold on with both hands. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale, kind of lean forward, tilt forward, and then walk your hands down the rope. Just as is comfortable, maybe a little challenge, but comfortable. And on your next exhale, maybe come forward just a little bit more. Now with the right hand, hold on just with the right hand. And I want you to kind of use your left hand to kind of wiggle your left foot away from your thigh. Okay, so we're just holding on at the right hand. Now we're going to start to open the left shoulder. So left foot is inched away, left shoulder is opening. So this really opens up the shoulder here. Now for me, allowing my arm to straighten is a little too intense, so I'm just opening it and I'm maybe resting it on the lower back. But if this feels good to you, you can open the arm out to the side. And then gently close that left shoulder and inch your hands, walk your hands back up. Okay. Feet forward, rope around, or the strap around both of the feet. Sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in, tilting forward, come forward. And then just moving with your breath on the exhale. Maybe you come down a little farther. And just find that spot where you stay and take deep breaths in and out. And slowly walk your hands back up, sitting up nice and tall. Release your right foot, so it's just on your left foot. Right foot is tucked into the inner part of your thigh. We'll just come down on this side, so deep breath in. Exhale, lean forward, walk the hands down the rope, down the strap. And then holding on with the left hand onto the strap, use your right hand to kind of inch the right foot away. And then open the right shoulder up. And you can either tuck it to the small of your back, or like to extend it, you can. And then close that right shoulder, rounding it down, and walk your hands back up. All right. So we're going to make our way into a pose that I know some of you have done before. Have your blocks handy because we'll be using at least one of them towards the end. Okay. So this is feet together. Bring yourself about to the middle of your mat. Okay. And then we're going to make a circle with the strap around the lower part of your back. And then looping it on the other side of your feet. And then closing it into your like belt buckle. Okay. Now you do want your strap to be, fairly taut, not all the way tight, but, all right. And make sure your belt buckle isn't anywhere touching your skin. So somewhere, maybe in the middle. Yeah, probably not at your lower back, not around your feet, just somewhere in the middle. Okay, so this part is not usually graceful. So we're going to make our way onto our backs. So it just kind of looks not graceful. So you just lean back. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not going to be graceful. Okay, so with the blocks, we're going to use the blocks underneath our thighs to give them a little support. So it feels good to open, but sometimes it's extremely intense there. So this allows, using the blocks allows some support. Alright, so to make your way out of the pose, maybe you wiggle like one foot out. Maybe you can get the other one out too. Alright, and if you're able to do that and not cause too much disruption to your body and get the strap removed from around your back and from around your feet, let it rest on the side of your mat. Okay, we'll make some space for our legs. The width of the mat, arms angled out to the side. Just allow your knees to gently rock back and forth. So like windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And then when you're ready, just allow your knees to settle one direction. And gently bring them back to center. Maybe windshield wiper once or twice. And then let them settle to the other direction. Back to center, a couple more windshield wipers, back and forth. And then we're going to bring our feet about hip width distance apart, but knees are bent, feet are planted. And have one of your blocks available. Okay. So we're going to come into bridge pose, if you guys are familiar with bridge pose. But I'm going to show you how you can use the block to stay elevated and make it more of a restorative pose instead of engaging the muscles so much. All right, so bring your hands. I'm just going to show you what bridge pose looks like first. So if you, I don't know, it might be kind of hard to watch since we're all laying down. Okay, but bridge pose, hands are to the side of your body and you just lift. Okay, this is bridge pose. All right, to use the block, you lift and find a place kind of in the lower back, maybe where your tailbone is. Make sure the tailbone is right there. And then rest your lower back and tailbone on the block. So it's not really your butt necessarily. You don't want your butt on it. You want your tailbone on it. Okay. And then allow your arms to come to the sides of your body. So maybe you like this restorative version of bridge. Maybe you prefer just the regular bridge. Take a few more breaths here. And then gently make your way down. Maybe lift up first if you got the block there, and then gently lower back down to the mat. Okay. So now we're going to lift our knees up overhead. Hold on to the knees. Maybe hold on with the hands, but just creating a little bit of pressure, pushing your body so your lower back is kind of pushed into the mat a little bit, and then gently rock. All right, we're going to work into our hamstring a little bit more from this position. IT band, a little bit of maybe some other stuff too. All right, so grab your strap. You can unloop the buckle. So we don't need the buckle connected anymore. We don't need it connected there. All right, so the strap is open. And we're going to start off with both legs long down the length of your mat, okay? So we'll just kind of meet there. We'll wait there until people are ready. So legs are long. You can just rest your hands maybe on your chest, on your belly, maybe holding onto the strap, getting ready. Okay, so we're going to move into the right leg. So bend the knee, kind of loop at the foot, straighten. So it's pointed away from you, holding on. Okay, so we'll start out here. We'll start out with a little bend. Foot is lifted a little bit. I'll start to kind of inch the strap closer to you. So as you do that, or inch your hand up the strap so your leg gets closer to you. Just keep going until you start to feel a good stretch. Make sure your head is still down to the mat. And then maybe even give it a little weight. So a little pull, a little weight. You don't want to hyperextend, so keep a little bend in the knee. And then connect the two sides of the strap and just hold on with the right hand. And then bring your left arm out to the side for balance and brace it on the ground. And we're going to slowly open that right foot out to the side. Keep your left hip still connected down to the mat. And just go out to where is comfortable to you so that left hip is still connected down to the mat. And slowly make your way back to center. Switch hands. This is where you kind of feel the IT band. So extend the right arm out to the side and then cross that right leg over to the left. And back to center. From here, bend at the knee. Just kind of let the knee come in towards the chest. And release. Arms to the sides, maybe kind of elevated a little bit, maybe right at the body. But just let your body rest for a moment before we go into the left side. And we'll prepare for the left side. So get the strap onto the sole of the left foot. The strap is long on either side. Your head is still back on the mat. Okay. So we'll start out kind of far away from you and then inch closer and closer. So take deep breaths. Elongate your breath. Deep breath in and out. And holding on to the both straps with the left hand, bring the right arm out for balance to brace yourself, and gently open that left leg out to the left side, keeping the right hip still connected down to the mat. And back to center. Switch hands, cross over. And back to center. Oh, one more thing we need to do. Pull it in. Pull on the knee, create a little pressure there. And release. All right, legs long down the mat. Arms to the sides of your body. Just pause here for a moment. All right, so bend the knees, feet are planted. We will come into a regular bridge pose. So this one is not the restorative one with the block. So hands to the sides of your body, palms facing down. Lift the pelvis up. Deep breath in. Exhale, make your way back down. This time we'll lift the knees up overhead and wrap our arms either around the knees, maybe at the back of the thighs, and gently rock. All right, feet are planted, knees are propped up, right ankle over left knee, flexing that right foot. And you can either go a little deeper into the stretch by gently pushing that knee a little farther away from you, or lifting both, threading the needle and pulling both in towards your chest. And you can kind of play around with the angles. So come straight in, that feels like one stretch. But if you kind of shift the knees over to the left, you'll feel a different one. And different from when you shift the knees over to the right. Just tune into your body, see where some release is needed. Maybe spend some time there. And gently let go, legs back down. Feet are planted, knees are propped up. We'll cross left ankle over right knee, flexing at the foot, gently pressing that knee away or lifting. And you might try out different angles here. Gently release. Feet back down to the mat. One more time, we'll come into one more bridge pose. Hands to the sides of your body. Lift the pelvis up. Deep breath in. And lower back down. This time when we lift the knees up, we'll keep the feet elevated up towards the sky. Knees are bent. So this one is happy baby. So you can just kind of hold on and rock back and forth, or you can hold on at the edges of the feet, maybe the big toe, gently rock. It just can look like different things. Just imagine you see like a little baby in his crib, just laying there on his back, holding on to his feet, rocking back and forth. Happy baby. Bring your knees back to center. We'll straighten the left leg. Right knee stays bent. Interlace the fingers just below the right knee. Gently take a deep breath in. And exhale. Pull it a little bit closer. On your next inhale, switch sides. Straighten the other leg. Bend the other. Exhale, gently pull it just a little bit farther into your chest. And finally, release. Legs can go the length down your mat. Arms to the sides of your body. While we're here, we'll do a body scan. So thinking of that teaching at the very beginning of practice about cleansing, purifying. And this will be a practice mostly of like a physical purifying. So with your eyes closed, bring to mind a light that comes to mind when you think of purifying the body. Could be different for different people. Once you have that light in mind, we're going to imagine that light slowly illuminating the body. We'll start at the very crown of your head, the very top of your head. Just imagine that light slowly begins to illuminate the crown, trickles down the forehead, purifying the body, maybe purifying of toxins or whatever is no longer needed, traveling down the face, down the cheeks, down to the jaw, and wrapping under the chin, and the light begins to travel down the neck, from the neck, it extends out to both shoulders. And travels down the shoulders, begins traveling down the arms. As this light travels through the body, cleansing the body, down to the elbows. And from the elbows, it continues to travel down the arms to the wrists on both sides. And traveling down the hands, extending through the palms. And traveling down to the fingertips. And we'll return back to the torso and the chest. We'll begin to make our way. The light continues to illuminate the body, cleansing of toxins or what's no longer needed. So traveling down the chest, extending to the back. Traveling down to the middle section of our torso, the middle back. Continuing to illuminate. And down to the lower torso, the belly, the lower back. And then down to the hips. And the seat and the pelvis. Then down from the hips, we'll connect to the legs, continuing to illuminate and cleanse, traveling down the legs. Traveling down to the knees. And from the knees, we'll keep traveling down the lower legs. Down to the ankles. Then down through the feet. And all the way to the toes. So just take note here. If there's any part of the body that still feels illuminated, maybe the cleansing is still happening there. Maybe the light has begun to dim because the cleanse is complete. We'll just allow our bodies to rest for these last few moments. When you're ready, you can start to move your body, inviting movement, maybe at the toes or fingers, maybe gently rocking the head. You might draw the knees up and then roll over onto your side, coming into fetal position. Pressing yourself up to seated as you're ready. And just sitting in a comfortable position for you. And just connecting to your body. You might bring your hands heart center or just, somewhere to your body. We'll take one more deep breath in and release. Let it go. Great. Yeah. Right. Should I press stop? Mm-hmm. Yes.